Okay, sure, let's talk about it. What is a NAS? Why would you want a NAS? How do you set it up? How do you use it? What can it do? So next to my desk, I have UPS, so battery backup for everything, and then a Synology NAS, which I have the 218 Plus here, and it's got 16 terabytes, and it mirrors to another one. And so I have ready access to all of my content, and I can have it doing stuff, working on stuff, and it's a very safe way to store all that data that's accessible to things like the smart TV, however I want to make stuff accessible, and my computer doesn't have to be here or on, and it's all going to be accessible. In the garage, I have another Synology DS218 Plus, and those two are just mirrored over the network. So they keep track, if anything changes, it updates it on the other one, and they both keep track of all the changes. So no matter what happens, it's always possible to fix it. Everything is restorable and perfectly safe. And these both have currently two hard drives, one SSD for running applications, and then a 16 terabyte Western Digital Red, which is one of the highest, most reputable, most reliable hard drives you can get. These you could put a NAS on here, but like it would be wasted on these. These are super powerful for running software. You wouldn't want to use them as a NAS unless you like really needed high performance NAS. These are just doing, this one's doing AI stuff, and these two are doing different applications like Plex or whatever. Here's what it looks like when you log into the NAS, and as you can see, I'm using 12 terabytes of storage right now. Uh, and so when you look at the packages that you can install, it's gonna have typically just this one, right? This kind of stuff, you have to add it, and there's lots of stuff that doesn't come from Synology that you can get that your NAS will run, and it's great, and you should, but you have to install these other repositories in order to get that. And there's tons of guides online for how to do that. But one of the ones that people keep asking about is this one. So what this does, I'm not running it on this NAS, I'm running it on the other one. So that's the reason it says stopped. But what this does is it lets you play any content that's on here, all of this stuff, TV, movies, anything, on your smart TV, just like Netflix. And they have an app just like the Netflix app, and it works just like the Netflix app, and you're able to play all of your content from the NAS on your smartphone, on your smart TV, on your computer, anywhere you want. And you can even share it with friends so they can log in and play your content. And this is an extremely popular thing to do around the world, especially in places where these streaming services aren't available. I also put a detailed guide with links to all of this stuff if you look in my link tree on my bio. So as so many people, come to the realization that we've kind of been conned into this idea that like you can just pay a few bucks a month and get access to stream all of the content that you want, when the reality is that there's like 25 of those services now, and even if you subscribe to all of them, you wouldn't be able to get half of the stuff that you want. So people are going back to the traditional ways. And when you do go back to the traditional ways, this is one of the best ways to do it, because you get the same kind of access with smart TVs, with the same kind of app on the smart TV that works just like the streaming service apps, but it plays your content from your NAS. I think the best way, the easiest way, the simplest way is to just get one of these Synology NASs. Like you can get a used one of these for like 1 or 200 bucks, stick a hard drive in there for like 1 or 200 bucks, and you effectively have an extremely good system for storing and distributing this kind of content yourself without relying on paying monthly fees to anyone and hoping they don't take the content off that you like, hoping that you can even get access to most of the content that you like that way. I think this is a much better method.